Alex?
Good evening, Chair and members of the committee. Alex Lucini, Government Relations Director, NEA Rhode Island. Thank you for the opportunity to testify in support of pension improvements for Rhode Island's public school teachers and state workers. I speak tonight in support of all bills on this agenda that improve the pension of Rhode Island's hardworking, active, and retired teachers and state workers. The draconian cuts of 2011 left a lasting impact on our educators, both active and retired, that compounds with each passing year. Since those changes, educators are working longer for less accrued benefits. At the same time, school districts across our state continue to struggle with teacher shortages, and we are seeing a very real brain drain. New graduates from our colleges and universities are choosing to begin their careers in neighboring states like Massachusetts and Connecticut, where retirement systems are simply more favorable. Tonight, you will hear personal stories and lived experiences from many educators, both active and retired. We support and appreciate their testimony and their advocacy. These are the voices of professionals who have dedicated their lives to Rhode Island students, and they deserve to be heard. Some may say this is not the year, but the reality is now is more important than ever. Wages are not keeping up with the cost of living, and each year we delay meaningful pension improvement, the gap only widens. This is not a request for a handout. It is a call for a hand up, for fairness, and for long overdue investment in the people who educate our children. I would also like to briefly highlight one specific important piece of legislation before you this evening. H7683, sponsored by Chairwoman McEntee, on the Rhode Island Teacher Survivor Benefits Act. This bill would increase benefits for survivors of teachers, spouses, partners, and domestic partners and beneficiaries, particularly in districts that do not participate in Social Security. These educators have paid into this system and have elected for this benefit. This fund is separate from the regular teacher retirement system, and it is adequately funded. According to communication from the Treasurer's Office, it is currently overfunded at approximately 202%. Yet the benefit itself has not seen a meaningful increase in over 2 decades. H7683 addresses that gap and just as critically ties future increases to Social Security adjustments, ensuring sustainability and reducing the need for repeated legislative action. In conversations with the Treasurer's Office, we believe that H7683 would maintain the health of this specific fund with these changes and would be still overfunded approximately 138%. I would also like to highlight H7053, sponsored by Representative Donovan, to change the service credit accrual to 135 days, as well as H7100, sponsored by Chairman Bennett, which corrects the opportunity for driver's ed instructors to be able to earn up to $25,000 and still collect their pension. That would place them in line with all other work opportunities at our higher ed institutions and would bring them into in alignment. And the bill actually technically amends it so that we would not need to revisit that if the legislature decides in future years to increase that potential benefit. I will close by saying that I do not want to take any additional time away from the many dedicated, active, and retired educators who are here to testify tonight. But I thank you for your time and consideration, and I am happy to take any additional questions.
Thank you, Alex. Representative O'Brien.
I don't have a question, but I do want to push forward 7683 by Representative McEntee, which I'm a co-sponsor of. The pension system in this case is over 200% funded, and they deserve an increase, a monthly increase. It's over 200% funded, 283%, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong in that, but it's over 200%, and it makes no sense not to give this increase. Thank you.
Thank you, Rep. O'Brien. Thank you very much.